Hey friends! I thought it was about time that I talk about some of the books I've bought this year with my first 2023 book haul. I'm proud to say there are not too many on this list. I have not gone crazy buying things yet this year. So let's just jump right in. I'm gonna try and make this quick. My first one I have already talked about on this channel because I'm hopefully going to be reading it this month. This is Horror Store by Grady Hendrix. I actually bought this as a copy for my friend for her birthday, and it turns out someone had already got it for her. But this is about a group of people who work at an IKEA-esque store, and they have to stay overnight because weird things are happening. They're trying to figure out what's going on, and it gets a little spooky. Book number 2 I actually got today because I realized I read City of Brass by S.A. Chakravarty, and then I bought Empire of Gold, which means I did not have Kingdom of Copper on my shelf, and I think this is actually book 2. So I think I had book 1 and book 3 on my shelf, and that is a very dangerous situation for me. I already have a hard time finishing series, and if I am missing book 2, it could take me who knows how long. I enjoyed this series. I really wanted to get back into it. So I went ahead and picked up this. I found a really cool shimmery cover. In the first book, we follow Nari, and she accidentally summons a demon, and they go on a pretty wild adventure. They have to flee, and they meet a prince and a king. They learn a lot about each other's background, and the ending was pretty tragic. So hopefully book 2 will dive a little bit deeper into the politics. In book 1, you could tell that everybody had their own scheme going on, from the king to each of the princes to Nari herself. I hope that the romance, the blossoming romance, finds a way to make it in the end, but I'm sure that will not happen until book 3, if it does happen at all. I picked up a Exit Strategy by Martha Wells. I love these books. I'm actually going to be reading Murderbot for a book club. I'm pretty excited, and I think it'll be a good way for me to engage in a book club when I have a lot going on, because it's a novella. So if you're looking for a good, unique novella series, definitely check out Murderbot by Martha Wells. This is the 4th book in the series, and I have no idea what it's about. I think Murderbot is returning back to some of the people that we saw in book 1, but I'm not sure. Okay, next up I have The Future is Female. My brother and sister-in-law got me this for Christmas. It's 25 classic science fiction stories, all by women, so I'm definitely excited. Ursula K. Le Guin is the only name on the back of this that I recognize, but I have not read a lot of sci-fi, and I certainly have not read a lot of like classic sci-fi, so I feel like this will be a really fun book to maybe dig into a few stories each month. I also picked up one at my bookstore called The Hidden Palace, a novel of the Golem and the Genie. Took that home and realized it was book 2. So today I picked up book 1. This is The Golem and the Genie. I really just was drawn to these covers. They looked beautiful. Love a good gold. It does have a girl made of clay and a genie that has been freed from his lamp, trying to survive in New York in like 1889 or 1899, trying to pretend to be human. I think they find each other throughout the way. If you've ever read The Amulet of Samarkand, I really just love the whole vibe there, the magic system there. And I'm hoping that, I know this is going to have a totally different feel because that is very sarcastic, but I really just hope this has some of that same magic feel that I got from those other books. I watched a video where Daniel Green talked about Snow Crash, and when I was shopping, I saw this on the shelf and thought, you know what, why not? Never read the book, never seen the movie, heard great things about both. I know it's about a guy who delivers pizza in real life, but in the metaverse is like a warrior. I read, again, just relating this to books I've read, I read Warcross. I really enjoyed it. Totally different stories, but same general concept at the base of it, which was what I was looking for. Okay, we have 2 left. I picked up the next book in a series of unfortunate events. Already read it. This is The Vile Village, number 7. I've really enjoyed these, continue to enjoy these, and if you're 7 books into a series and are enjoying it still, I think that speaks to how good the books are. Last up, I took Little Thieves by Margaret Owen. This author wrote The Merciful Crow and The Faithless Hawk, which I've read in the last 2 years and really loved both. It has a very intense look to the cover, and this is a Goose Girl retelling where the maid takes the princess's identity, and so the princess ends up being a goose girl for a little bit. I think the retelling or the unique aspect of this is that this is told from that maid's kind of villainous side to the story. So we get to see her account. Maybe she'll explain what's happened, why she's done this. I really love this author and I'm excited to kind of dig into what else she has. Okay, that was definitely quick. I've been filming for like 10 minutes and I'm sure by the time I edit this down, it'll be even shorter. But here are the books I've bought recently. Quite a few chunky books on this list, but all definitely ones I'm excited to read. Horror Store's on my list for March. Maybe you'll see it in a wrap up soon. But otherwise, you're gonna have to wait to see how I feel about these books throughout the next 3 to 5 years, because that's about how long it takes me to get to any of the books on my shelf. That is just the curse of being a reader. So I will see y'all later. I hope you have a great day and happy reading. Bye, friends.